Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. So I have some updates for you guys. I'm going to do my makeup today. This is going to be like a part 2 of trying a bunch of stuff that I've never tried before. And there is some stuff that I have tried before. So I'll let you know which is new and which is not. Firstly, this is not new. I loved it when it first came out. It is from Ulla Henderson. I don't know if you can see. Okay, maybe it's not going to edit. But it's their new lip balm that came out. It actually came out around the time that Fenty's came out. It is the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment, which I love. I love the smell of it. It's like that little orange smell. And of course, it's nice and hydrating. My fave. So I'm going to get started with the makeup. So y'all know I always start with, I did my skin prep already. I used Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Sunday Riley autocorrect for my eyes, and then what else did I use? The moisture mist from Poudre and Nutal. Of course, I use that every single day and night. And I just got my eyebrows done too, so y'all, they're about to be super popping. I don't even know why I took my glasses off. I'm tripping. But so I don't know what day this is going to be posted, but we find out about Sephora Squad on the 8th, which is this coming Monday. So that's where we're going to find out, like, the first, if we've made it to the next round. And then from then we find out in June if we've made it to the final. Oh, I got a little pimple coming in. We don't like that. So just got my eyebrows done at Sephora, but I wanted to give you guys some like life updates. So I didn't really talk about it here just because I don't really talk about where I work currently, because I really don't want like my influencer brand and my creative brand to have anything to do with my job. So I mean, I'm sure it's not hard to guess where I worked at, but I was working at Sephora, and I put in my 2 weeks notice and I started a new job. I'm actually back with MAC at, well, my old location, but things are a lot different now. So I'll get into that. I'm going to try a new concealer I've never tried before, the Kosas. This baby does not want to like do anything today. She's doing me wrong. Kosas. You know what? My camera is not liking me today, but y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what everything is anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But I'm going to try this Kosas concealer. Never tried it before. Never tried the color. I think I might have swatched it. It's a little light, but we're going to see. We're going to see. It's a little light. But it's okay. It's okay. Because this might be a concealer that I just put to the side and come back with in the fall. So I'm going to use it for my brows and, of course, under the eye. Under the eye, I think it'll probably be a little bit better because it'll blend a little more with my foundation. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, it's definitely like, I don't know why I picked this color. I just be doing stuff. This is a part of our gratis that I got from Sephora. So I don't know if they gave the list of like the entire collection or what. I don't even know if this like oxidizes for real. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah, so I have a new job now. I'm back with MAC. It's a little different than when I used to work there before, because so I'll kind of explain what's like been going on a little bit with like MAC and stuff. So I originally worked there back in 2016, 17 to about to 2020. So at that counter, I was there until 2019. Like I literally had just transferred, and then of course COVID hit, and then my store that I transferred to had closed. Okay, it's not too bad once it blends. It's not that bad. So between that time, like I had some people that I knew that were still there, but with that time came Mac. I don't even know how like the process switched around. So I'm gonna explain it to like the best of my understanding. Dillard's now like Dillard's bought out that counter, and they did the same thing with like Macy's. Macy's, I think, is just a new thing that happened. So a lot of the people that I know that have worked for Mac for like years that were at my location quit because the pay structure has changed. A lot of things have changed in general. Like, of course they're gonna change the pay, and if you've been with the company for years and years, and then you come and all of a sudden they're like, okay, we're gonna pay you, but not anywhere near what you was making before. Like, of course you're gonna quit. I don't know what the exact pay was then and the difference then because, like I said, I wasn't there. I wasn't even with the company anymore, and of course I still have friends that work for the company, but they just told me like the pay structure changed, so we're out of here. I'm like not that nosy to where I'm gonna be like, ooh, how much is it? Blah blah blah. I am not that person that's gonna ask a bunch of questions. Like my whole philosophy is, if you want me to know, you're gonna tell me. So that's how that goes. I'm gonna try this out too. So this is from Ilia. This is their liquid powder chromatic eye tint. I kind of want to do, let's see. Okay, so this one has like a little bit, you can't even really see it for real, but this one has like a little bit of a shimmer to it. I am recording with two different cameras. I'm doing the most right now. I'm recording on my phone, and then I'm recording on my Canon for YouTube, but I feel like this is just going to be the easiest way for me because, one, you have to be horizontal, one vertical to get the best output. So for me, I'm just going to do it that way. So y'all, don't judge me. I made matcha, and I have it in this big jar that's kind of obnoxious. But I kind of made like not a big batch. So it was just smarter for me, especially in the morning, to put it in, like make it in a bigger jar and then just separate it into like my jars that I take with me to like work and do my different cups. So I'm like working later today, but like I'm not working right now. So I'm gonna have time to like sip it at home, and this only this much left. So like, what's the point of me putting it in another cup when I could just keep it in the cup I made it in and be done with it? This matcha is so good. I used to hate matcha. I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but once I learned how to like make my own matcha, your girl's been out here in these streets. So I'm going to do, actually I'll do my eyes last because I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and use my bronzer and then use the Ilia the liquid eye, just kind of like on the lid space. So we'll go back to that. We're gonna get to complexion. So I got a bunch of new stuff. Some stuff is samples. Some stuff is real stuff. So let me go through and see what I want to use first. So I'm going to try out, I got some samples from Mac, of course. There's some stuff that's new, so I haven't tried everything. And so I want to, see what I like. So this is the Radiance Primer from Mac. And then this one is the new Face and Body. This is the shade C8. So I wanted to try both of these because I remember the old Face and Body, and I actually like it a lot, but I also like a lot of coverage. So we're going to see how that one builds up. But I used to wear Face and Body like the first foundation I ever bought I think before I even worked for Mac. The first Mac foundation I ever bought was like Face and Body and That was when everybody was like on the face and body kick, but then also throwing 8 pounds of Studio Fix powder on top of it. So yeah, I don't know why I was doing that. That was like everybody I watched was like putting foundation and putting like Studio Fix powder foundation, which is a full coverage foundation. So I don't know what we were doing, but we were doing it, and the girls were, we were killing it. So I don't even got no complaints. So I'm gonna go in with the Ula and Henderson Banana Bright. This is the CC eye stick. This is in the shade Pumpkin. You've seen this on my last video. I like this product a lot. I like how creamy it is. Like, it definitely blends down very, very well. And then get my little dark areas. So I've been extremely tired lately, so I don't really have bags, but I start to get a little dark and a slight bag under my eye when I'm tired. So yeah. So we're just gonna buff that in. Okay, I got a new update on, I'll be all over the place, I'm sorry y'all, but I got a new update. I just updated my Canon thing where I can like see, I can connect my camera and like see my screen. And I like that because I know y'all know I had that issue before where I'd be recording and it would only record like 12 minutes and then it would just stop. But I like that now it has like the flashing red so you know it's recording, where I wear glasses, so obviously I can't see when it stops and I have to like pull up to the screen and be like, what? Did it stop? Did it stop? So I like that the whole border around. Perfect timing that I was paying attention because it cut off. So yeah, just blend that color corrector. And then I'm going to go straight in with this Face and Body foundation. But yeah, anyways, about back to the MAC situation. So they bought them out, changed the price structure. If you have worked for MAC before, or if you haven't, I'll let you know. MAC has different rules. It's very like flexible. It's a little more fun than like your traditional, like, especially if you work at like a count. Well, if you work in cosmetics, but then you like work at a counter. This color is a little pink. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. But yeah, so it's a MAC is like a, they want you to dress like pretty much like you could go straight to the bar, the club, a concert. Like they want you to be like that it girl or it guy. So you know, when you go and you switch up and you're working for like a like Dillard's or a Macy's or a Nordstrom, like when you're bought by them, they kind of want you to switch the vibe a little bit. And you know, that was the fun part about MAC, is it was a vibe. Like, I got to dress cute. If I wanted to show a little cleavage, I could show a little cleavage. Like, nobody was like, your shirt's too low. If I wanted to wear something like kind of see-through a little bit, a lot bit. I mean, of course, you'd have to have like different undergarments and like you can't go too far. But, you know, you got to be right upon the line. And that's what I always like, to be like right on the line of like, that's borderline inappropriate, but then I classed it up just a little bit so it's not inappropriate. My skin is really glowing, so. Like I said, this shade is C8. It's a little pink, but it's not bad. Let me put my eyes on. But yeah, MAC has like it was a lot more flexible when it came to, okay, so it's not bad. When it came to like different things when you work at a department store. Other brands have like pre-sale and gift and all like different things like that. Like, we didn't have to participate in that. Like, we didn't have to participate in any of that stuff. So it is different now because you are now an employee of Dillard's, Macy's. So, you know, you gotta follow their rules. And like, even on top of that, like, my paycheck came from MAC Cosmetics. Like, it was weird because it was kind of old school because they had those little machines where you would slide that paper and it would like stamp the time, and that's how we would like clock in and clock out. And then at the end of the week, we got paid weekly, so at the end of the week you would call in your store number and like your employee number and then how many hours you worked, and then that's how you would like calculate, you know, your pay. And then of course your managers have that printed sheet, so well that paper sheet that you would slide in, so then they could verify like, okay, this person was here and clocked in at this time, if they ever have to like check you for timing or anything. So definitely different. So then like I know that Dillard's bought out the counter as well as Macy's. And Macy's is a new thing, but you know, they change things. Dillard's has been bought out for at least like maybe like 2 years or so. So I don't know if they've had to adjust pricing based upon that, or maybe the fact that, you know, I was not a manager. So I mean, yeah, I was making really good, but I wasn't making that much money. And you know, a lot of the people that I feel like have quit have been with the company for years. So okay, that works. Have been with the company for years, so like their pay of course is going to be high. Mac already pays really well in itself, and then if you've been with the company like 8, 9, 10 years, between like raises, of course you make a decent amount in raises and promotions, because you know, most of the people that were still there after I left were managers. So there was a couple people that weren't, but then you know, with the shift around, a lot of people who are managers have been there a long time, so of course they're making a certain amount of money. And like anybody, if you're not, especially millennials, we are about the bag. And I'll even say like the younger generation too, like we do not care about staying with the company for 30 years to get that low. I mean, I'm not going to say low retirement because I don't know if our generation will have retirement. That's another story for another day. But yeah. Put a little down here. But it's like we will go where the money resides. And you know, the cool thing about being a makeup artist is like whether you have an actual like job where you punch into, you always have a way to make money. Like there's always somebody gonna get like that's getting married. There's always some event going on where people are going to want their makeup done. There's so many avenues now, like what I'm doing now, like creating videos for TikTok, creating videos for Instagram, YouTube, all of that. Like there's always a way to make money. So, you know, you got to get creative when things kind of switch up on you. And so most of my Mac family had quit. I don't know if any of like the Mac people that I know that are even still there for real anymore. So, you know, things switched up. I'm actually going to try, I've been using it for like maybe a week and a half now. I just bought it. This is the Huda Beauty setting powder, the Easy Bake powder. This one is in Blondie. It's more, the other one that was darker than this one, I feel like it was just way too yellow, so I could not partake in that shade. But this one actually, I've been using it for like a week and a half now. It's been coming out pretty perfect. So we'll use a little bit of that. Now these can get a little messy. You know what, I don't, even though you can tap it right into here, I just feel like sanitation purposes, and as long as these powders last me, I don't want to tap like I hate to call it a dirty brush, but it is. Like once you use it one time, your brush is dirty. I have to get a little more aggressive. There we go. So I just like to slap someone to a tissue, pop that stopper back on, because you don't want to get, that's the last thing you want to do is when you open up your powders and it's flying everywhere like your LeBron James before the game. Like we don't want to do that. Before the game, bet. But when you're trying to get ready, the last thing you want is your powder all over your outfit. Even though most of the time I do not wear like, well, when I'm going, when I'm going to work, I don't have a choice because I don't wake up early enough. So when I'm going to work, I do not have a choice but to do this quick and get ready in my actual clothes. Or so, you know, gotta keep it a little bit sanitary. You clean your brushes. Why would you, if you can like take it, like of course if it's a powder that is a compact, you don't have a choice. But if you can, do it a little different. Put it in a little tissue. But I like this powder a lot. Like, I think that it's not overly matte. Fenty is kind of, it's very, very matte. But I like it because, like I said, I'm an oily girl. So for me, it's fine. But I know for some people that if you want to try the Fenty powders and you're more dry, I probably would not recommend it. This one is matte, but I don't feel like it's very, very like drying, in my opinion. I love this little thing. Like, I don't know how people don't like it. I'm about to wash mine today because I gotta wash my brushes and stuff. But I love, 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 love this applicator. So you can bake with it. I typically don't bake much anymore. Not that, I would say it's because I'm getting old, but I don't really have any like wrinkles or fine lines or anything. But I don't know, I just don't bake as much as I used to. But this, and if you want to get like that look like the UK girls, because I feel like that's their look with their super bright under the eye, I typically go in, where's my thing? You can use like Studio Fix foundation, the powder, because sometimes I'll set people with that if they want that bright under eye. So then now that we got that all nice and set, this is not new. I've been using this for a while now. This is the Morphe Bronze Show Velvet Matte Pressed Powder. It is in Cocoa Woe. So that's mine. So I gotta show you this brush that I just got that I've been using for bronzing. It's from My Kit Co. It's the 0.23. And baby, this brush is giving me everything I needed. Like, I'm mad that I just got it recently because they had a sale, and I got the Brush Buddies, which I will do a video on that once I got, like, I bought 2 of them. So look how pigmented that is though. Like, look, baby, get a little bit of that hairline, get a little bit of that jawline, because your girl, my double chin going away a little bit. I look a little bit skinnier, a little bit. We're getting there, baby steps. And then we're gonna do this other side. There we go. Get that hairline again and get that little dubs, little double chin. So I've been trying different ways to like contour, to like play with my face shape. I kind of like to go like here and like drag it here, because I feel like then it kind of gets rid of this a little bit. I mean, a little bit. There's only so much I can do. It's makeup. Like, I know I need to go to the gym. But I like this bronzer a lot. Especially when I'm in like a rush, because it does the job. I do love my cream bronzer that I use, but I like this brush too because it's like I can just literally like slide down the nose and a little bit up here. Okay, so we're not that far from done. I was actually, you know what, I forgot. I pulled this out. I'm gonna use this next video because I forgot to do this, but I've already like bronzed as much as I need to, so I'm not even gonna play with that. We're gonna go in with, so this is how I've been doing it. I'm gonna show you all these. When I'm done, I'm gonna record a full video of these. I have all 6 of them. Let me pull these out. These are Danessa Myricks Vision Flush Glow. I have all 6. So I will definitely record something. Like, once I'm done with this video, I'm going to record another video and just like using these. So, But this is something that I've been doing lately. This is like my new routine. And I love it. So this is the color Majesty, and it's more of like that gold. And then I'm going to put a little on my hand. But this is the way I used to do my my highlighter after, but I've really been into doing it like before I do my blush. So I'm going to put highlighter here. And then here. And like, look at that glow. Like, I just love it. I'm gonna just go a little bit up here too, because I'm really obsessed. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit more because I just want more. I just love it. I just feel like I'm like dipped in heavenliness. So we're just gonna go back in with the other side. And then of course, I don't care what year it is, I'm never stopping this. Like, y'all can do y'all your blush down the center of the nose. I'm always going to do the highlight. I don't care if I'm 112 years old. I'm putting the highlight down the middle of my nose. And you cannot stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. So then we're going to go in. Look at that. You could just do like that. Like, for my girlies that don't like blush, you could just do that. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. So this is the Ilia multi-stick. This is the color A Fine Romance. It's nice and berry, so we're going to use that as our blush. You know what I'm going to do with this? Because this is my first time using this one too. I think because it's so thick that it's going to pull off some of my makeup. It already started. So I'm just going to go in with a brush and put it on that way. Okay, yeah, I like that better. Because I feel like it's very of it's a thick consistency. It's not like nice and creamy to where it's going to come off. It's almost like a balm. So I think it's going to do more damage me doing it that way than me putting it on directly with the brush. So that is my recommendation if you have the Ilia stick and you feel like it's not building the way you want. Because yeah, look at that. Sweep your brush directly on it and then apply your blush that way. That is gorge. Like, I like it. At first I was like, where's the pigment? But we got it. We back. We back with the pigment. So that is my like quick. I like the product though. So I'm going to let you guys know like how everything lasts and stuff. But I'm liking the product. I'm liking it. So then let's go do our eyes. So we're back to the Ilia liquid powder eyeshadow. So this one I got is, let me go back over the color again, Mystic. So I'm just going to apply it directly to the eyes and see what happens. Okay, it's got a little shimmer to it. Because remember we went over the eye with the bronzer. And then let me get a brush, which I like this brush too. From My Kitco, it's the 1.2. So there's that. I'm gonna tap because I feel like sometimes when you deal with liquid shadows and you just go into rubbing, it's just gonna thin it out way too much. So we're just gonna tap. It's pretty though. It's subtle, but it's very pretty. But I feel like it's on brand. Like, Ilia is a very clean, It gives like it gives the clean girl makeup, honestly. Like that whole trend where it's like not a well, kind of like a minimalist, like something that's easy to do, that looks pretty, very effortless, isn't too like makeup-y, heavy makeup. And this is giving like just that, like, and it's also giving when I'm running late, like a lot of times I am, that I could just swipe this on real quick and then be about my business. So same thing. I'm just going to kind of press it in just so I can get a little bit more pigment out of it. And then I'm going to go back in with the bronzer. This is really a pretty color though. Like, I'm digging it. Because it's like a little reflective, but not, it's not too much. It's perfect for like that person that's like, I don't wear makeup. I just want something quick and easy that I can just be done. This one's also my Kit Kat brush, the 0.25. That nice blender brush. And then I'm going to take that, kind of let this dry a little bit, but then I'm going to go back with the Morphe bronzer. And then just define the crease a little. Because then that'll also make this color pop. And then the outer corner, kind of stamp it on there. And then do stamp in a little circle for blending. Same thing on the other side. Because whatever you put these colors against, that's when they're going to pop more. So I want mine to pop just a slight bit more, not too much. And then sweep in that crease. And then we're going to build up that outer corner again. I like how this blends. This would be good for like a concealer too. And then that's gorge. So then I'm also going to try a product. I tried it once. It's new. I just got it from Sephora the other day when I was out of town, of course, and I haven't really played with it that much. I played with it one time, so I'm going to play with it again today. So this is from Danessa Myricks. Like I said, I'm doing two things right now. This is the Lightwork Paintbrush Fluid Eyeliner. So we're going to try this out. Now it is like a brush. It's not a felt tip at all. Let's see. The color, it only comes in one color, but it's Onyx. It's super, super, super black, which I always need. And the time I used it, it was pretty easy to work with. But it's nice because if you press a little harder, you get a little thicker of a line. Or you can do it a little thinner. Now I am used to felt tips. And it not being able to spread. Which that was always like my concern about like a brush tip, but I actually like this one. And I don't feel like I need, like sometimes I'll use the liners and I feel like I need to like go in a lot to like make it dark enough. So this is almost like a reverse because it's so pigmented that I gotta be lightweight with it. Look how dark that is. Like, I'm gonna get all up in y'all face, but look how dark that is. And like, it's very easy to use, so that's always important. She does recommend, which I forgot to do, is shake it before you use it. I forgot, like, normally I shake everything. Like, y'all see me shaking stuff that don't even need to be shook. But I forgot to shake it. But that made the eye, like, pop. Just adding that to the crease made that pop. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, y'all. So, I think that... Oh, almost forgot. I don't know how I almost forgot this, but I got this in gratis too, my last gratis. This is the Fenty Beauty new mascara, hella thick. This will be my first time trying it. I wanted to wait to like try it on camera. Now my coworker, well, my old coworker was telling me she tried it and she's like, do not pump. And like, and even though for me, I'm gonna scoot up a little bit too. For me, you shouldn't be pumping anyways, because that's how you add too much air in there and then you can dry it out, unless it's like recommended like that you're pumping. But yeah. Okay. So that is the first lash with it. Now my lashes are really, really curly, but I kind of want to see like how thick we can get, baby. This is a trick for people too, because I got a little mascara up top, but that part of that is because my lashes are like super duper curly, that as soon as I start to put mascara on them and they lengthen a little bit, they start to tap here. Leave it alone. Let it dry. That's pretty. Let it dry, and then once it dries down, you can flick it right off. But the moment you start to rubbing it while it's wet, then you're like, oh my gosh, mascara's everywhere and I hate mascara. And I'm like, let it dry. That's all. Just let it dry. So we're gonna go in for round 2. Okay. It looks good. I'm probably like the only person that doesn't make that crazy face. You're like, how don't you make that face when you do mascara? Because I look down into the mirror. That's always my trick. Like I feel like when you're trying to look straight ahead, you be like, nope. I just hold my mirror down, look down into it. And that's how I get away with not making a crazy face. Okay, I like this mascara. And it seems to like build up fine. We like this one so far. Like I said, I'll wear everything and then I'm gonna come back and I need to do like a review of my last one that I wore everything. Even though I liked everything, I got so many compliments. Everybody was like, what do you have on? What are you wearing? But I'm definitely going to come back and I'll probably do like a combined video of like what so I like everything so far. Like I like that mascara a lot. And that liner just paired perfectly with the eyeshadow because it made everything pop the way I like it to pop. It's still subtle, but the liner and the contrast to the eyeshadow subtleness was like, boom, kind of give it a little extra. I think I know I'm going to come back and make another video because I want to do like kind of a recap of, you know, this video and what I liked, because I like it all now, but let's see how it wears. That's going to be the biggest thing. Is this eyeshadow gonna wear like for the long time? When I get home tonight, what is it gonna look like? It's 1:50 p.m. right now. I have to go to work for training for like a couple hours, so I won't be home until like probably 7:38, and then the game's on tonight. So I'm gonna keep it on for the long haul. Like I'm gonna watch the game with the makeup on, and then I'm not gonna take a shower or anything until after the game. The game starts at 9. Y'all know I'm a Warriors fan. If you don't know I'm a Warriors fan, Steph Curry is the GOAT. don't play with me. But I'm going to watch the game and I get really intense. So I'm going to keep everything on and then let you guys know, you know, how the whole process went, since it'll be on for like 8, 9, maybe 10 hours. I know the foundation, the face and body is quoted, I want to say it was like an 8-hour wear, but I want to see how it does after that. So I'm not going to, like, if it's beyond 8 hours and it's not perfect, I'm not going to complain, because, you know, I was going through learning some new MAC stuff and jotting down some things, and it was only quoted 8 hours. So I can't be like, this thing didn't last me 12 hours when it only said 8. Like, they told me 8, so I'm gonna go with the 8. But I'm gonna let you know if I feel like it lasts a little bit longer. I'm also gonna go in with, before I do my lipstick, the Fix Plus Stay Over setting spray. I have not tried this one. I'm happy that they finally came out with a setting spray and stopped trying to trick us, telling us Fix Plus was a setting spray, because when I worked there, like, they didn't tell us that it wasn't. Why did I have to find out on other avenues that it's not a true setting spray? It's a facial mist, which I like to use to melt everything into the skin. And then I like to use the setting spray on top. So I'm going to grab my Fix Plus and then grab my lips. And then we'll set like I normally set. So I'm back with my lip products. So I always do a 3-piece combo with a drink. That's how, like, I feel like my lips always are. Like, I gotta add a gloss. I can't stop myself. Like, I used to be that matte girl. But now I'm like, I do the matte lipstick and then I just like a gloss. And sometimes I'll just take the gloss with me and I'll leave it matte for a little bit and then I'll add a gloss. But yeah, I'm a 3-piece combo. So then we're gonna start with Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat. This is in the Intense, well, the Pillow Talk Intense 3. So I'm gonna start with that one. I have 17,000 browns. I don't care if y'all are judging me or not. Like, I just don't care. This is who I am. So this brown, I like it because it's not like, it's not too far off from my lip color, but like the top of my lip, but it's like enough. And then it doesn't really show like its true potential until you throw that lipstick on. So this is from MAC. This is Honey Love. So we're gonna go in with that, girl. And this is kind of like the pinky version of, you know what? I am going to call it the Stephanie lip, because I feel like I have been doing these lips for years. And then all of a sudden, the IG girlies get on here and they do this lip combo and everybody loves it. And how come y'all wasn't loving me when I was doing it? I've been doing this. It's okay. So this is the Stephanie lip combo. And I always go back in with my lip liner because we have to. You want to get that real effect. You got to. And then I'm going to top it off with Dior Lip Maximizer. I do not know if they make this color anymore. This was like, I bought it and then all of a sudden they pulled all the, like, they got rid of them and like reformulated them. I don't know what the difference is. But this is number 16. I want to say it was like beige something. I believe they still, like beige shimmer or something like that. I believe they still make it. They might have like changed the names, because I saw one that looks just like this. And they might have just adjusted the names. So we're going to do a little bit of that. And you will get a little bit of that tingle tingle. Do that together. And look how gorgeous that is. Like, I've been doing this lip since way back in the day. But this is that girl. This is her. This combo, and I can show you guys, like, I used to do a lot of lip demos on my Instagram. I think I'm gonna bring that back. But I'm gonna show you guys like all my lip combos that I love, that I wear, that I swear by. So then let's get to the setting spray. I got Fix Plus. I bought 2 of them from Ulta when they had them 50% off because I love them. If you don't spray half the bottle, you're not doing enough. You should look a little saturated. But like I said, this is not a setting spray. This is not going to help with longevity. This is more focused on, well, you can use it as skin prep too. But it's more focused on like melting everything into the skin, making everything like nice and harmonious. If you have powders or if you use a lot of powders, this is going to be perfect so you don't look powdery. Because I think that people always, oh, am I going to look powdery if I'm going to look cake face? A lot of it is in the application. The biggest thing people ask me about is, oh my gosh, I want makeup that's not going to make me look cakey. And I'm like, girl, it's not about what you're using. Most of these products are not going to make you look cakey. It's your application. Like, how are you doing it? What are you putting on top of it? How much of it are you using? If you're using a full coverage foundation and you're loading up on the product, of course it's going to look cakey because the coverage is already made to be full, and then you put 8.5 pounds of it on your face, of course it's going to look like that. So a lot of it is just learning your product and learning how to use it. I always talk about like, I'm crazy. Let me put this down. But I always talk about, because that's always like my deep dive with people when they ask me questions. Like, what are you using? And I know sometimes y'all are like, I just want you to pick out the best thing for me. But I'm like, what are you using and how are you using it? Because what you're using right now might be great for you. You might not know how to use it. I try to go, when I buy something that I've never tried before, I've been doing these blind because I just want to see what happens. But traditionally when I buy a product, especially if it's something that's going to be pricey, most of this stuff was like, a good amount of this stuff was like given to me in gratis. Like, so obviously I'm not picking and choosing what I'm getting. But, you know, I try to do a little research. And even when I am not picking and choosing, I try to do a little research and see and watch brand videos. And that's, you know, that's my job. Y'all don't have to do that because I'm going to do that for you. If you ever want questions, like have questions about a product, I'm going to do my research and I'll let y'all know like how to use it, the best tips that they give and the best tips that I give, because obviously the brand is created a certain way. They created it to be paired with certain things, especially if you're buying a foundation and, you know, you buy a primer because the primer goes with it. The brand has created these two to go together. Not to say that you can't use other stuff and it be just as fabulous. I'm going to go in with the Fix Stay Over Spray. So this is supposed to last like 17 hours, I think. Let's see. Fine mist spray, weightless mist, effortless application, alcohol free, moisturizes, which is good, does not clog pores. Tested by a dermatologist and an eye doctor. I'm not even going to play with y'all with that word today, because I don't feel like I know I can say it, but today I'm just not even going to try. I want to say it was like, when I was doing the research, it was like maybe 16, I think 16-hour wear. So, okay. I like the mist. I like the mist. So, I'm going to let y'all know about that too. But like I said, I do my research. I try to see what the brand recommends on how to use certain things, and then figure out if it's just user error or if it's just a product error. That's why when I do reviews and videos like these, I try to inform you guys on things, because if I don't like it, sometimes it's just, it might be something that's not a good product. And sometimes it could be just, I don't know how to use it, so let me do some research. I never try to say I don't like something. Like, there's a couple of things that I'll be like, I just don't like it. But for the most part, I try to find out why I don't like it. And then maybe it's just I don't know how to use it. Maybe it's just not meant for me, and it might be great for you. Or maybe it's just terrible. I'm not going to sit here and act like a brand hasn't created something that's terrible. So that happens. I'm going to go back to my eyebrows real quick while I wrap this up. But yeah, back to my story about my job. I, you know, decided to leave Sephora for a better position, making more money. But y'all always know the goal is always to work for myself. But, you know, in the process with that, I feel like, you know, your job has to fund your dreams. And even though I did enjoy my time at Sephora, I really, really loved my coworkers. I still love them. I'm about to see them this weekend. I just went in there the other day to get my eyebrows done. But, you know, there's certain things that you're not going to accomplish. And I hate to say it, but like, you can't fund your dream if you're not making enough money to fund your regular life. So there's a lot of things that I want to do that this new opportunity will give me access to be able to do that. I'll financially be able to invest in the things that I want to do that I think will take me, well, that I know will take me to the next level and get me where I want to be. So the decision had to be made. You know, I'm about my bag. So I had to step out and take a risk. The position makes me a little bit nervous, but I'm also excited to, you know, do what I've been called to do. Like, God has given me this talent for a reason, and has given me this personality for a reason, and has given me everything about me for a reason. Therefore, I need to use it, and I cannot prolong my dream any longer based upon feelings. And when I say feelings, I mean, like, you know, you build connections with your coworkers, your managers, your team. Like, it's very comfortable. You're used to it. You know how things are gonna go. When you go into a different space, it's different. You don't know what you're gonna get, and there are a little bit of nerves. But you know, you have to take that risk if you want to accomplish your goals and accomplish your dreams. You really have to sit back and think, do I want to be comfortable and not financially able to do the things that I need to do to get to the next level? Because sometimes that's it. Like, sometimes me just finding, well, this job found me, but this new position and being in a better financial space and being able to afford things that I wasn't able to afford and do some things can catapult me in the next 3-4 months, opposed to me staying somewhere longer where I'm not even going to be able to do a lot of these things that I wanted to do. So that was important to me to make that decision. It was difficult, but you know what? I manifested and I prayed about it, and I literally had this number in my brain. I was like, I'm just gonna go in and see what they're talking about, and if this number in my brain is said to me about pay, I'm taking it. And that was the first number. I didn't have to like haggle for it. Like, that number just came out, and I was like, well, I can't say no to this. So I'm excited about the new journey. I'm excited about different things that I'll be doing. Y'all will see more content, more behind the scenes when it comes to doing photo shoots. Like, I want to be able to get my shade brown going. I'm going to get a couple of trademarks done. That's expensive, but you know, I'm in the position to where I can do a little more things now and get this thing catapulted. So thanks for listening. I hope you guys got to see some makeup that you enjoyed. I'm about to hop on and record a video using my other products real quick, and then I'll see you on the flip side. Bye guys.